Hi friends, it's your boy Cranberry Enthusiast, and hope you're having a wonderful day so far, wherever you are as you're watching this, whether you're eating your chips and salsa or whether you are paragliding at the moment. I don't understand why you'd be watching my videos while you're paragliding, but hey, if that's what suits you, good for you. My hand looks huge at this angle. Anyway, my hair is crazy, but you know what? It's June 9th, the year of our Lord 2025, and it is scheduled to be hot today, and already it's a warm morning. So you know what? It's gonna be warm. I wanted to turn on the camera and tell you all a little update. So first of all, I was sick for like 2 weeks ish. And it was weird because usually when I get sick, it's like I start getting sick and then I'm sick and then it kind of reaches a peak point and then I just start kind of feeling better progressively after that. With this sickness, which is not unlike other sicknesses I've had before, just it's not as common, I've been like feeling up and down. Like there have been some days where I was like, oh yeah, I kind of feel normal again. And then other days where I'm like throwing up or like coughing my head off, and I still have a residual cough that's still like hanging on because I've got just like some extra sinus inflammation fun or something. I don't know, something's not quite back to the way it should be, which is kind of frustrating because I was hoping to use my voice. I really needed to figure something out about this car. But hey, I'm doing my best. And that's all anyone can do. Emotions can come and go. But anyway, the point of this video is that I wanted to update y'all about my challenges. And I don't mean challenges as like my problems, but I mean challenges that I give myself where it's like, okay, I want to establish better habits. Like I want to make sure I'm getting enough steps in each day, or completing other like physical exercises to try to keep me more in shape, making sure that like I'm following a schedule, I'm waking up at a good time, I'm going to bed at a good time, I'm balancing things right, I'm completing different tasks that I want to. Anyway, so this new system that I've been using now for weeks, and it's actually working. And so I thought I would describe what the system kind of looks like for y'all here. Full disclaimer, this is kind of curated to the way that my brain works, and I don't think I can tell you right now, like this system will not work for a lot of people, but it might work for you, maybe not. And even if it doesn't work for you and you're interested in trying something like this, I still feel like you can really glean stuff from my experience, hopefully, where you can figure out maybe a system that actually kind of works better for you. So essentially how it works is basically I choose some task or something I want to like implement. Like for example, like a specific time I want to go to bed. Then I figure out like basically how difficult the task is. Like for example, for me, it's a lot easier to be getting up at a certain time than it is to be going to bed at a certain time. That's just for me. So I give myself more points, and I have a whole spreadsheet that has this all like broken down, that works for me for figuring out, oh, for heaven's sake, even my car is being unfriendly today, but the horrors persist, but so do I. Anyway, yeah, so I get more points. I give myself more points basically when I complete a task that I find more difficult. For example, yeah, it's like it's not difficult for me to clean up or work on cleaning out my old email account, deleting a bunch of old emails that I like, notification emails I would get from like YouTube or other social media stuff, things that I don't need to have email records of. Like that's really easy, so I don't really get much points when I do that. But again, for other stuff like getting to bed at that specific time or completing some other tasks that are just not really easy for me to complete, then I get more points. And so, yeah. And so these points, what these points do is they translate to where if I earn enough points, I basically I give myself permission to use the points to purchase something for myself, or otherwise do something rewarding, give myself a reward, so to speak. Reward myself. How many more ways can I say it? And this is another thing that where it's like, this works for me. This may not work very well for a lot of people, because I am someone who I have trouble spending money specifically on myself. Essentially, it's easier for me to spend money on someone else. It's easier for me to save money in some ways, which is not a bad thing. It's like I feel like it's a much better problem to have, where it's you have a harder time spending money than to be overspending money all the time. But still, it's like sometimes I can like be so disciplined. I think I work myself into the ground, and I lose. It feels like I lose motivation. I'm like, yeah, just like, what am I doing? But anyway, so the way the system works though is that like it kind of gives me that like confidence, I guess, to reward myself. And I'm still working on fine-tuning that balance between like what is too much and what is too little. Because if I found that if I set the rewards too high, like if I give myself challenges where I for sure like won't be able to earn a reward until like months later, that's usually not very constructive. But I also don't want it to be so simple as it's like, I went to bed on time for like a whole week, now I'm gonna spend $3,000. Oh no. I would like even like if I don't know. Again, I don't like spending large amounts of money. But yeah. so that's kind of where it's at, and I kind of like, it worked really well for May. There was enough flexibility to where like, the nice thing about it is if I miss a day of doing something, or like don't get something done the way I'd like it to, it's like I don't automatically fall off the bandwagon. It's just I don't get points for that particular day. And so that kind of still, it helps keep me a little bit more motivated and on track than I would be otherwise. And yeah, so all in all, that's about where I'm at with that. I was sick, and this is, I guess, kind of the real test. I was sick, and I was still able to, like, not as much as I would have if I was feeling better, but I was still able to get a lot of different tasks done, and I was still able to, I guess, earn points even while I was sick. And so that was kind of cool too, just to be able to kind of sit with that, and to to realize that it's like it survived me being like sick, so it seems to be working for me, at least now. The nice thing about it too is that I can keep tweaking it, and like if there's certain things I'm like, oh yeah, I want to make sure I'm doing this, then I can just add it to the list. Or if I'm like, I reach a point where I'm like, oh yeah, like this I just do now and I don't even think about it, then I can like take it off the list, because it's the point of this challenge, basically, if you couldn't tell, is for me to build better and healthier habits and making sure I stick with them. And so they say that it can take upwards of like upwards of like 3 weeks to establish a new habit. And so that's kind of something that's been in my head a while, where I'm like, yeah, I want to keep fostering that and building better habits, because building better habits means you're building a better life. And yeah, there's so much more I can say about that, but I'm running out of time for this video. So as always, please feel free to leave any of your comments or questions down below, your thoughts, what you do to stay motivated and on track with habits you want to establish, and have a wonderful time. See you all later.